2024 is your year. I don't care what happened in 2023. I don't care how many times you failed before this year. It's different. You've got dreams, goals, and aspirations, but here's the truth. It's time to stop wishing. Stop hoping. And start doing. You've been waiting for the perfect moment. Let me tell you something. The perfect moment is now. You've got 365 days ahead of you, and every single one of them is an opportunity to get closer to the life you want. You're either moving closer to your dreams or further away. And 2024, it's the year you take control. It's the year you stop making excuses to start making results. The days of hoping and waiting are over. This year, you're going to learn how to set goals that transform your life. Not just goals you write down and forget about, but goals that light a fire in your soul. Goals that keep you up at night and get you out of bed in the morning. Listen, if you're here, you're ready to set some goals for 2024. But let me tell you something, setting goals this year ain't like it's been before. You're living in a different world. You're competing at a higher level. The pressure is greater. The distractions are bigger. But guess what? So is your potential. So I'm going to walk you through how to set goals in 2024 that don't just get you by, but take you to the next level in your life, your career, your relationships, your health, everything. You with me. You don't have time to waste. Every single day matters. I want you to think about something every day that goes by. You're either getting closer to your goals or you're drifting further away. It's that simple. No more waiting for next Monday. No more, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised. 2024 is here, and you've got to move like your life depends on it, because it does. Why are we talking about goals? Why are we talking about setting goals in 2024 like it's life or death? Because it is. Listen to me, goals give your life direction. Without them, you're just floating. You're moving through life aimlessly with no target. If you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? How will you know if you're on the right path? You won't. You'll just keep spinning your wheels, grinding day in and day out, but you'll have nothing to show for it. Goals matter because they give you something to fight for. They give you clarity, focus, and a reason to push harder when life knocks you down. When you got a clear goal, when you've written it down, when it's locked in your mind, that's when you start moving with purpose. That's when you stop drifting through life and start making progress. So let's talk about why this is so crucial. Let me tell you something about how your mind works. Your brain needs clarity. It needs direction. If you don't give it something to focus on, it'll focus on whatever comes its way, distractions, doubts, fears. When you set a goal, you're telling your mind, this is where we're going. This is the target, and nothing's going to stop us from getting there. Setting goals isn't just about ambition. It's about training your brain to lock in on the future you want to create. When you have that kind of focus, distractions don't stand a chance. Listen, I wasn't always the guy you see today. I didn't wake up one morning with all the success, all the motivation, all the discipline. Nah, man, I was struggling. I was homeless. I had no direction. I was lost. But one day I made a decision. I set a goal. I'm going to get my G. I'm going to get out of this situation. And guess what? That goal wasn't just something I wrote down on a piece of paper and forgot about. It was a target. I woke up every day with that goal in my head. I worked for it like my life depended on it, because it did. And that one goal, it changed everything for me. Now, I need you to understand something. If I hadn't set that goal, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be talking to you. I wouldn't have achieved any of this. You've got to set your goals with the same kind of intensity. It's not just about what you want. It's about what you need to survive, to thrive, to break free from whatever's holding you back. Now, before we talk about setting new goals for 2024, we've got to take a hard look at 2023. Don't turn away from it, face it. What happened in 2023? What were the highs? What were the lows? I want you to think about where you slipped up, where you got lazy, where you gave up too soon. But I also want you to think about where you excelled. What were your wins? What did you achieve that you're proud of? Listen, too many of you are running from your failures. You think that if you ignore them, they'll just go away. But let me tell you something, your failures are the blueprint for your success. Those failures from 2023, they're not something to be ashamed of. They're lessons. They're showing you exactly where you need to improve. So don't be afraid to look at what went wrong. Use it. Study it. That's how you get better. That's how you make 2024 the year you break through. And don't forget to celebrate your wins. Listen to me, it's easy to get caught up in what went wrong. But if you're here today, I know you did something right in 2023. Maybe you didn't hit all your goals, but you made progress. You had some wins, not big or small. Now, I want you to take those wins and build on them. That's your foundation for this year. We're not starting from scratch. We're starting from experience. 2024 is not just another year. It's not just business as usual. This year, you need to adopt a whole new mindset. You need to let go of whatever was holding you back in 2023, whether it was fear, laziness, doubt, and step into a new way of thinking. This year, it's not about what's easy. It's about what's possible. And let me tell you something, you are capable of so much more than you think. You've been scared, haven't you? Scared of failing. Scared of looking stupid. Scared of going all in and coming up short. But I'm here to tell you, you've been focusing on the wrong fear. It's not failure you should fear. It's regret. Regret is what haunts you at night. Regret is what weighs you down. So in 2024, I need you to pick your struggle. Are you going to fear failure or are you going to fear regret? Because if you let regret win, it'll stick with you for the rest of your life. And let me say this, you've got to cut the distractions. This year, there's no room for Netflix marathons, no time for endless scrolling on social media. You say you want success, you say you want to achieve your goals. But you're spending your time on things that don't move you forward. You can't build an empire while watching someone else live their dream. In 2024, you've got to make sacrifices. You've got to be willing to do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Before you set your goals for 2024, you need to have a vision. I'm not talking about vague ideas or wishes. I'm talking about a crystal clear picture of what success looks like for you. What does your life look like at the end of this year if you've achieved everything you set out to do? What are you wearing? What are you driving? Where are you living? How do you feel? That's your vision. You need to see it before you can achieve it. Now, once you've got that vision, it's time to break it down into goals. And we're not talking about some weak, half-baked goals. We're talking about smart goals. You've heard it before: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. If your goal isn't specific, it's just a dream. If it's not measurable, how will you know when you've achieved it? If it's not achievable, you're setting yourself up for failure. Relevant means it's aligned with your vision. Hey, time-bound, you need a deadline. You need a deadline. You need that pressure of time pushing you to act now. You can't just focus on the big picture, though. You need short-term goals that keep you motivated along the way. Those daily, weekly, and monthly wins, they're what keep the fire burning. But never lose sight of your long-term goals. Every short-term win is a step towards something greater. It's the small victories that lead to the big ones. And here's the kicker: you need accountability. Who's checking you? Who's making sure you stay on track when life gets tough? You need someone in your corner who's not afraid to call you out when you're slacking. Whether it's a mentor, coach, a friend, somebody who's going to push you when you can't push yourself. Here's what you need to understand about 2024. It's not going to be easy. There are going to be days when you don't feel like getting out of bed, days when you want to give up. But that's when you need to embrace the grind. Success isn't about what you do when you feel like it. It's about what you do when you don't feel like it. When you push through the pain. When you grind through the struggle, that's when you grow. That's when you get stronger. And listen to me, you're going to fail. I'm not sugarcoating it. You're going to hit walls. You're going to have setbacks. But resilience, that's your superpower. Every time you get knocked down and get back up, you're building something that can't be broken. The more you bounce back, the closer you get to your goal. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. It's not about one big move. It's about showing up every single day, no matter what. Consistency is what separates the winners from the quitters. You don't have to be perfect, but you've got to be persistent. Success doesn't come to those who work hard once in a while. It comes to those who grind day in and day out. In 2024, you've got to be consistent like never before. Let me break this down for you. You have to see it before you can achieve it. If you can't see your success in your mind, You'll never hold it in your hand. I'm talking about visualization, the power of using your imagination to create a vivid picture of the life you want. If you've never done this before, let me show you how to start, because this is the secret weapon of every successful person you've ever admired. Listen, I need you to understand something. The most powerful tool you have is your mind. The way you think shapes the way you act, and the way you act determines the life you live. If your mind can't see it, your body won't work for it. This is how your brain works. It can't tell the difference between something vividly imagined and something real. So, if you wake up every day and visualize your goals, really see yourself living the life you want, your brain starts to believe it's possible. It starts finding ways to make it happen. You want to be successful in 2024? You've got to start by visualizing that success. What does it look like? What does it feel like? I want you to close your eyes right now. Seriously, if you're at home or in a place where you can, just close your eyes for a minute. Now, think about December 31st, 2024. Picture yourself there. You've hit all your goals. You've achieved everything you set out to do this year. What's different about your life? How do you feel? What do you see around you? Who are you with? What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? How does success taste? How does it smell? I need you to make this image in your mind so clear that it feels real. Because if you can't see yourself achieving your goals, you'll never get there. Visualization is just one part of the process. Now, I want you to pair it with affirmations. Every day when you wake up, I want you to affirm the life you're creating. Speak it into existence. I know this sounds simple, but trust me, the way you talk to yourself matters. It matters. If you wake up every day and tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'll never make it, guess what? You're going to believe that. But if you start every day by looking in the mirror and saying, I'm a winner, I'm getting closer to my dreams, I'm making progress, you're reprogramming your brain to work towards success. Wake up and say it out loud today. I'm moving closer to my goals. I'm worthy of success. I deserve to live the life I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming of. These aren't just empty words. They're a tool to align your mind with your goals. When you repeat positive affirmations, you're training your brain to expect success. And when you expect success, you start acting like someone who deserves success. That's how you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Now that you've got your goals in sight and you're affirming them every day, let's talk about momentum. Because let me tell you, momentum is everything. Success isn't built in a day. It's not built in a week or even a month. It's built by stacking small wins on top of each other day after day. All week after week. You don't need to hit a home run on day one. You just need to get on base. You just need to take that first step. And then another. And another. Too many people think that success is about these huge life-changing moments. But it's not. It's about the small victories. Every time you wake up early and hit the gym, that's a win. Every time you make progress on your project, even if it's just a little, that's a win. Every time you say no to distractions, that's a win. And here's the secret, those small wins, they build momentum. When you start stacking those wins, you start to feel unstoppable. You start to believe in your own power. Celebrate the small wins. Don't wait until you've hit the big goal to pat yourself on the back. Every step forward is a step closer to your dreams. But listen to me, don't get comfortable. This is where a lot of people mess up. They start seeing progress, they start hitting milestones. And they think they've made it. They get comfortable. They relax. And that's when the grind stops. But you've got to stay hungry. I don't care how much success you've had. There's always another level. There's always room to grow. The moment you feel satisfied is the moment you stop growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. Here's the other piece of the puzzle, your environment matters. Who are you surrounding yourself with in 2024? Are you hanging around people who lift you up, who push you to be better, who believe in your dreams as much as you do? Or are you spending time with people who drain your energy, who fill your head with doubt, who don't want to see you win? Your environment will either elevate you or pull you down. So choose wisely. Find your tribe, people who are hungry like you, people who are grinding like you, people who won't let you quit even when you want to. If your circle isn't challenging you to grow, you need a new circle. Iron sharpens iron. You can't become the best version of yourself if you're surrounded by people who are content with mediocrity. So in 2024, make it a point to build a support network that will push you to reach your full potential. Surround yourself with like-minded, driven individuals who are on the same mission as you. Together you'll rise. Now, I need you to hear this: setting your goals is just the beginning. Achieving your goals, that's a whole different game. And here's what a lot of people get wrong. They think they set their goals in January and then check back in December to see how they did. That's not how this works. Can't just set your goals and forget about them. You got to review them. You got to adjust them. You've got to keep them front and center all year long. Don't wait until December to see if you hit your goals. You need to be checking in with yourself weekly, monthly. Are you on track? Are you making progress? What's working? What's not working? You need to be honest with yourself about where you're at. And if you're falling behind, if things aren't going the way you planned, you've got to course correct. Don't wait until it's too late. If you review your goals regularly, you can make adjustments along the way. Listen, life happens. Sometimes things don't go according to plan. And that's okay. Just because you set a goal in January doesn't mean it can't evolve as the year progresses. Sometimes you've got to adapt and pivot. You might hit a roadblock. And that's fine. Roadblocks aren't there to stop you, there to test how bad you want it. Don't be so stubborn that you refuse to change direction when necessary. The goal is to win, not to stick to a plan that isn't working. So if you need to adjust your strategy, adjust it. If you need to reevaluate your timeline, do it. The goal is progress, not perfection. Too many people think that changing their goals means they're failing, but that's not true. It's about being flexible enough to adapt while staying focused on the end result. 2024 isn't about sticking to rigid plans. It's about being smart enough to adjust your course when needed. Winners don't quit when things get tough. They find a new way forward. So don't be afraid to change direction as long as you're still moving towards your ultimate goal. You might not take the straight path to success, but as long as you keep moving, you'll get there. All right? Here we are, the end of the road, but also the beginning of your journey. Listen to me carefully. 2024 is yours if you want it bad enough. Everything you've ever dreamed of is within your reach, but you have to go out there and take it. No one's going to hand it to you. You have to show up every single day and fight for it. You've got the potential, you've got the vision, but now it's time to put in the work. You've got to decide right here, right now, that 2024 is your year. No more playing small. No more letting fear or doubt hold you back. This is the year you take control. This is the year you finally stop making excuses and start making progress. You've got everything you need to succeed. It's inside you right now, but you got to wake up every day and act like it. Don't wait for things to get easier. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create the perfect moment. Success is not something you wait for. It's something you go out and make happen. Here's the truth. Your goals aren't just dreams. They're reality waiting to happen if you're willing to work for them. But the time is now. The opportunity is right in front of you. You don't have time to waste. Don't wait for 2025 to come around and realize you let another year slip by. Get up, get moving, and go get what's yours. You owe it to yourself to give 2024 everything you've got. No holding back, no second guessing. Just pure, relentless pursuit of your dreams. The time is now. 2024 is not going to wait for you. Your goals are not going to accomplish themselves. You've got to go out there and make it happen. This is your year. This is your time. And you're going to come out on top because you've decided that nothing is going to stop you. Not fear. Not doubt. Not failure. You're stronger than anything standing in your way. So what are you waiting for? Go get it.